Howdy folks, and welcome back to ARK xAdventures. That's what we're calling it, I think, officially still. I still don't know, but I think that's what we're calling it. And this is the ARK Tunguska map. It's a custom map on the xBCrafted patron server. And I've got a few changes here. One is Bessie the Bronto. I tamed Bessie, and I actually found a decent level for Bessie. A decent level Bronto when I tamed her. If I could bring up the super or the awesome spyglass, pardon me, it'll tell me tamed at 209. Tamed out at 209. It was pretty high level. I can't remember. 131. I don't remember. I'm not going to do the math. Pretty decent level. Tamed her for the sole purpose of whacking and getting rare flowers. So I can feed that beehive, which, by the way, has been producing a ton of honey. If we just go up here and type in honey. There you go. Look at that. I mean, I got honey coming out of every orifice, you know? I got a bunch of cooked meat in here too, so might as well turn that back off. We made some changes to the base. We're making up jerky here, the old-fashioned way. Got an industrial cooker. We got a chemistry bench now. Yeah, I'm gonna put this stuff in the refrigerator. Actually, not all of it will fit in the refrigerator. I can't put it all there. Some of it I'm gonna put out here in the trough. I'll hold on to that wood and thatch. In fact, let's turn. Oh, I had this one set to auto open. I don't know why I do that. All right. Come in here. You probably saw a glimpse of something else I've changed, which is I built that. It is a bird loft. And you'll notice this funky green wooden thing sticking out of there. I didn't want to do that. And the reason I did that is because this glass door, this glass gateway, actually extends beyond the floor a little bit. Really tacky. So that actually covers it up. Now, if I wanted to be a perfectionist, I would wrap the entire structure with this little skirt. But I'm not going to do that. And down here at the base of the, obviously all my dinos are over here. Tamed this megaloceros, as opposed to a megaloceros. A megaloceros in a cave. An aberration cave, and it was just sleeping there, so I thought, you know, I'll just get up on a ledge, which I did, and just shot it and tamed it up. You saw me tame the Yudi. I got another Anki, as I said, another Dodi. I got that cat at some point. I don't know if I showed you guys that. I have two sets of gotchas making tons of stuff for me, and it's just brilliant having these guys work. I get their weight above 1,000 at first, and then I start bumping their skill level. Then they've got the two owls feeding them. Now, I could use this guy, this item collector, to actually distribute owl pellets, to pick up owl pellets and distribute them to the gotchas, but it doesn't seem to be working. Whenever I turn it on, this thing just fills up with owl pellets, and the gotchas never seem to get any. So instead, I just do this and go collect my crystals every once in a while. And like I said, Beehive making a lot of stuff. I put another level on the. That one's also an auto. I know. A level on the greenhouse, just because I want to make a lot of the citronal, and that's because I was trying to make some of these fancy new weapons. But I finally gave up on them, this Mr. Rad Tools. I was going to try to make this thing, the Gauss rifle, because it has an ammo, which is a trank ammo. And I wanted to try this out, but if you read how to make the rifle and how to make the ammo, it's just so grindy. I mean, really grindy. Like, that's all I would do when I played ARK for days on end, just to make a rifle. I'm not going to do that. That's way too expensive stuff. I got the vault here just because I was running out of space in my little chest, and I've organized everything. So it's making me, the gotchas are making all this stuff mostly. Tools and weapons and armor and stuff. They're really cool. You guys have seen those in play before in some of my other videos, and you probably use them yourself, I imagine. There's a crystal right there. And over here I'm collecting all the droppings from the Acatinas over here. In fact, they've got some in their internal inventory now. I just logged in. I have to clean them out so they can make more. They only make 100 at a time. They'll only do one stack of paste. This guy is fine. I'll just bump his weight. This guy I want to bump his food. And he doesn't have a level anyway. So, that's where I am. I've caught up a bit. Back at XB's place, well, the community center, the island. Let's head on over there real fast and show you guys some stuff. I've got my crystals on me still, I know. I'll deal with them in a minute. I wish that remote would stay out. Let's go on over here And people are doing all kinds of cool stuff here. And hopefully this will come out after XB's, so as he's showing some of this stuff, you know, I won't spoil his videos. But they recovered pretty nicely from the destroyed and damaged rock change when the map changed. Are you too heavy to move? You are. Maybe I really need to get rid of those crystals. I'll come back. What's underneath you? Oh, it's a bird. Oh, an RG is stuck inside you. But the new community center is here. This is the actual XB Fam Community Center. Right? And they've got a second level up here. And then a third level up here for landing birds and quetzes and stuff. Huh. I think that's XB. Yeah, that's XB's bird down there. They must have tamed this quetz in an episode recently or something. I sure hope that that will come out before this does. But over here, this little bridge is connecting to my place that I am calling a Maddox Lodge. And it's just, right now, it's just kind of a place to come out and hang out and a place to spawn. There's not really much activity here. It's not my main base, obviously. But there's a lot of lounge chairs and fireplaces and torches and stuff like that. And you can sit here and lounge and you know, watch the water, enjoy the sunset, that kind of stuff. And sit at the table, light a fire, all kinds of cool stuff. So, what I want to do this episode, though, because I have this place here, a little windy staircase down to the ground, because I have this place. Hi, Parasaur, you're not. I turned my HUD back on. Oh no, my HUD was on. You really were a wild one. All right, I want to possibly look into taming some water dinos. See this? I don't know if you can see it, but it's kind of glitchy here. I think the map maker, when he removed the original rock that XB built on, he didn't remove the collision volume for it. So there's this weird collision in a lot of places. Over here, we've got some new people moving in. Let's see, who's this person again? Oh, Lego Man. Lego Man's got a little place on the water here. You got a bunch of rafts down there. And I was thinking of taming some sea critters. There's Mad Cow's, one of Mad Cow's boats. And the water over here seems pretty void of life. XB and Ferk tamed some of these guys, which are modded dinos that he added to the game. But I'm thinking of taming some water dinos and getting into the water dino business, and maybe even creating a water pen. Maybe we build a water pen here to help out the community, a community water pen or something. Maybe we start working on one. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like my black builder's helmet? I just dyed it black. That's all. Okay, so if we're going to build a water pen, first thing we need to do is collect some resources. Now, we collected a ton of resources for the community center already. I did that off camera. I was just, when XB had his base destroyed, I set up some bins, and we collected tons of rock and metal and wood and all kinds of things. But that's for the community center. And I know that this, if I'm going to build some sort of a big pen, it's going to be for, you know, anybody who wants to use it. So it's going to be a community property item anyway. But I figure let's earn. I'm sorry, I got distracted by seeing Lydia the Lightning Wyvern up there kind of level up or something, or poop. Let's get new stuff. 278, 256. This is Donna's the one I'm going to want to take with me, and I can always remote teleport over my best wood getter, who, believe it or not, is Thomas. Therizino would be the best wood getter and thatch getter, honestly, that I have. Because I'm going to build this thing out of stone, right? Because stone's most durable. We could build it out of metal, but metal's kind of tacky. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but metal can be tacky. So anyway, let's head on over there. Not 7-6. Someday I'll hit the right keys. The only real good... In fact, I will probably want to move XB's bird off of this thing. See, XB, he put a water teleporter underneath there. I don't know why I went way past XB. There it is, XB Island. I'll move his bird off here in a second. Let me go ahead and move. Oh, there's XB's bird. Let's park the bird up top where it probably belongs. There we go. All right, you stay there. Okay. Come on down here. Right now, I just want to collect some stone, so I'm going to go out and collect some stone, but I can always remote teleport in. In fact, I will. I know there's a mammoth there, but I like Thomas better, and I need to level him up anyway. So we'll teleport him in here. We'll go get some wood and thatch with him in a minute, but I'm going to run off and gather tons of stone, guys. Okay, scuba gear equipped. I am underneath the community pond. We'll call it beach. That's the community center rock. And what I did was I laid out right next to the beach a line from the left to the right, kind of the width I wanted this thing to be. And then I'm building out, I think it's 28? 28? Yeah, I think it's 28 foundations wide. It might be too small. We're going to go out down to here, right to the cliff where it goes off and goes even deeper. I didn't want to extend down that far. Plenty of room in here for some animals, community animals. You can see that the ones that XB and Ferk have tamed are over there, and they're not going to take up much space at all in here if they park them in here, which I hope they do. But I'm going ahead and build this up and make it a nice solid foundation wall. With S+, you can stack foundations, which is nice. So I'm going to make it a foundation wall all the way out. This is going to be at this level until I figure out where the gates are going to go. I'm going to make some S+, probably a couple of S+ custom-sized gates. Not the full behemoth gates, because I think behemoth gates might actually stick out of the water. Well, even if they didn't. I'll make custom-sized gates and stick a couple of them, like one on the left-ish and one on the right-ish, maybe. Maybe even 3, who knows. And we'll have entrances and exits for this place. So, back to work. Well, what do you think? Arnie, pal, on my left there. What do you think? Look good? Arnie the Yankee? Yankee Chibi? Okay, so what we've got here is we've got the platform. As you come down, you hit the main stone, I don't know what you call it, a footing of some sort. It kind of goes into the dirt as necessary to make a nice smooth transition. All right, turn off the builder's helmet outlines. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Get these keys mixed up. There we go. And then on each side, I get a couple of stone stairs to get you out of the water easily. And in the middle, I've got 2 of them together, and then another one over on the other side. Out there at the extreme, I don't know if you can see it. In fact, how do I bring this up? And there we go. Zoom in with the awesome spyglass. You can see there's another stairs there. There's another stairs over here. This thing in the middle, it actually goes down just one foundation just to expose a little bit of water. And there you see stairs that let you run across from one side to the other if you really wanted to. But the most important reason for that is these rafts. With that little gap there, any raft actually, it doesn't matter how much you build on top of it, the base raft will fit through there pretty comfortably. You can just cruise right on through. So there's a way for the rafts to come in and out without exposing too much water, so that you're not going to get much except maybe a surface skimming manta or a pelagornis or something. But a pelagornis can fly in, but you know what I mean. There's a little otter who's been swimming around out here. Really cool. He's an aberrant otter. I don't know where he came from. Probably the cave underneath that hill, the one they added, the map maker added. Come down here, so you're basically standing here. You're not swimming, so it's not that much water at all to get across. And the cool thing is, hey Arnie, cool thing is those rafts can come right through. Just nice, just sweet. Now inside, go take a plunge, and let's throw on some scuba while we're at it. I'm almost out of scuba. Fins. There's some fins inside. A lot of space, man. Goes down far, and over here you got an observation window in the middle. I originally thought I was going to do stone doors. That's why I did the observation window. And I just left it. I mean, theoretically, that could be turned back to stone if you really wanted to, because the doors themselves are windows. These are 12 high by 8 wide. There's no way you can tame anything in this game that won't fit through here. And they're auto-open, auto-close, S+, dynamic gateways with metal frames and glass doors. And the same thing on these sides. These are 4 by 5, 5 tall, 4 wide. 5 tall, 4 wide. Just getting, most other dinos in. You can get megalodons and all sorts of things swimming in from the side here. You can probably get almost anything in through there actually, if you really wanted to. But those are lower down and bigger gates, 2-sided ones. And this is because if this is a community pen, there's a potential for a lot of different dinos in here, and different clusters and different groups and stuff. So it's good to have multiple ways in and out, right? Got the teleporter pad over here. This is the XB water pad. XB had put it just outside that wall, so I just moved it in here and gave it the same name. XB water. There is a feeding trough that easily, S+ feeding trough, easily feeds everything in this pen, and just outside the pen as well. And we just keep this thing stocked with some meats. I don't think there are going to be many veggie eaters down here, but just throw some meats in there. And cooked meat, by the way, smartest thing ever to put into almost every animal that can take meat. I mean, any animal that needs like fish meat, you can put cooked fish meat in here. But the problem is that if you do that, the regular meat eaters will love fish meat too. So they'll eat it first, and then they'll starve out the ones that need fish. So typically what you do with S Plus is you have 2 different feeding troughs. One with fish meat in it that has an exclusion or an inclusion, right? You can include or exclude with S Plus. And you include with the fish trough all the animals that need fish. And then over here for the other one, you just exclude all the ones that need fish. Actually, you probably wouldn't. You probably just leave the one that has regular meat in it, just have everybody. Because then, I was going to say, then if the fish runs out, the other ones can eat that, but they won't eat it anyway. Like Pelagornis, I believe. I think it's Pelagornis. Need fish meat. They can't eat regular meat. But anyway, like I was saying, cooked meat's a smart thing to put in here, even though the spoil timers are a little bit higher on, not only on this server, but I mean in S Plus in general. Spoil timers are pretty high, but that's what's about to expire. But this one was just thrown in pretty while ago. They're a little higher in the trough, but if you put the cooked meat in there, they're even higher, right? Because cooked meat takes longer to spoil. And everything that eats meat will eat cooked meat. No problem. So that's why I always tend to put cooked meat in my troughs as soon as I can make it in bulk. And there you go. And let me cam it down just a bit there. But you can see this thing. Let's back way up again to where we were. I'll take my tank off. I can actually move. There we go. Hello, 4-Lego bird. And there you go. What do you guys think? Huh? You like? Let's see. You like? Now it's just, I guess, a matter of taming some water critters. So I guess that'll be the next time we get together. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.